Okay. KOG. Back with another story. I always like to tell stories from the hood. First time on the page, welcome. Bankhead, Rockhead. Uh, Everything I say on my page is for entertainment purposes. Uh, I never get on my page to try to shame anybody, try to put nobody down. I'm from the projects where I'm from. All of us poor, all of us struggling, all of us trying to make it out. So if I say something or bring up somebody's name, I'm gonna try not to bring up no name. I'm gonna always try to say, that person or something. You know what I'm saying? But if I say something like from Bankhead and I say the riding boot man, everybody from Bankhead will know who the riding boot man was. You know what I mean? If I say the Nas X Daddy, people will know who Nas X Daddy is. If I say Schizo, they'll know. I never say nothing bad about Schizo, so I say his name. Uh, if I say Bully Bud, I try not to say his name because his son played in the NFL, so I really won't tell no Bully Bud stories. His son kind of popular. He's kind of like our homeboy. He don't, if he want me to tell some Bully Bud stories, I will, but I just leave it alone. But other than that, people who really growed up with me in Bankhead, I could tell their stories. David White, you know what I mean? Like the other day, I told the Blamo story. I got a Tommy Lee story I could tell. I got a Pop House story I could tell. I got a Jimmy Stanley story I could tell. I got a Hollywood Henderson story I could tell. I got a Wayne Williams story I could tell. Probably was helping Wayne Williams story I could tell. I got a Boy Scout Mr. Brown story I could tell. Uh, got a Mr. Knight, our basketball coach at the gym, Mr. Carter, Mr. Webb, Mr. Al, Mr. Tony, Mr. Tracy, Coach Pie, Coach Jeff. I got all kind of stories I could tell. Coach Harry Hill, Coach Webb, uh, Mr. Clyde, who used to take us over to Lila Valley to play. I got all kind of stories I could tell about Bankhead because I was really there. I remember the Fables, Donnie Faber, Gregory Faber, a lot of Fables. I remember the Hills, Gregory Hill, Darrell Hill, Tony Hill, big old families. Got a lot of stories. 6'9", Charlie. I gave Charlie the name 6'9". George, Arthur Crocker, gave him the 9'6'8". I used to coach them boys when they were little. Got a lot of stories to tell Breaker when I taught Breaker how to play basketball with one arm behind her back. She was good. We used to go over there and try to play against that girl from Carver Home. She was good. She could have made. Wasn't no WNBA then. They had a bad ass girl out of Carver Home to play that basketball. I had somebody the other day supposed been trying to call and find out what her name was. That girl from Carver Home. Anybody on here listening, if you know the girl from Carver Home, back in when we were little, probably in the 80s, that played basketball real good. Type her name in the comments for me. Damn, that girl could play some basketball. She probably could have beat me. But I wasn't no slouch because I used to play down there with the gym with the pal. And I went down there and played against Dominique and Terry Fair them and Lamar Hurd them, Dallas Common G's, all them boys came down there and played at the Omni in the high school All-American game. Snow put me on the floor with them. I practiced with them, kicked the bobo with them, you know what I mean? All them boys were high school All-American, but Harper High treated us so bad when we was up there, wouldn't let us play. They was Atlanta Harper High folk play. Adamville people play. But we're going to touch on the subject tonight of why I can't find my daddy in Atlanta. And I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, and I could go back to the bankhead days and bring y'all up to date. See, back before HIV was popular, it's safe to say if you found a little girlfriend or something, you either bankhead tail, we get us a girl. We had in bankhead coat, most of the time in a single parent home, all it needed for your mama to be out the house. And we was coming through the back door with a girlfriend. Back then, little girls who would let more than one guy hit it, we'll call them a freak. If we get a freak, we went, hey, come on, let's go in what's the name now, how they mama gone. Most of the time, your mama be around somebody else house playing cards. They play spades a lot, chump, and they gamble. So if your mama was somewhere gambling, we were trying to sneak a girl in the back door up our room. So we got 13, 14, 15. We was already active. Our mamas were active. Our aunts, all the girls in the neighborhood, when they got departments, they got departments, it was having a baby. So everybody knew you got to go out and try to screw somebody to have a baby, try to get your apartment. What you want to a 2-bedroom, you need to go screw somebody to have 2 babies. That's how girls thought. Ain't no shame in the game. So once you have a baby by somebody and you move in Bankhead Coat, you might have had the baby by somebody when y'all stayed on Ashford Street, y'all stayed on Simpson, y'all stayed on Hollywood Road in a house. But when you gave your department, the dude came out there in the projects. He looked at all the dudes out there. He decided, I ain't gonna make it out here. So the baby daddy weaned away. Some of the baby daddy stayed and growed up to be bankhead knuckles. You understand me? We the kids of bankhead. When our mama came and had us, we come out there in 74. A lot of folks came out there in 69, 70. So we the kids of bankhead. Rick them, James Jr. them, they the daddies of the children out there. Johnny them, you know what I mean? They was already the grown folks out there. So when they had children out there, they stayed out there and raised their children. My dad was still in Alabama. My mama had to raise me. But so while we was out there, if a man got a job, he went to work, he had the advantage over a woman who was going with a man who didn't have a job and a woman was getting a check. She was taking care of the man. So he had to be like a little pussy whoop dude, sit there and just about obey. So if he went to see his cousin or went somewhere looking for a job, a man with some money, he would ease in on his girl because he already had some money. And she said, I saw him job hunting today. Man can ease in that back door or sometime at Bankhead Coat. If he was a wieners, you'll go in that front door, you know. And your children didn't tell because most of the time if a man came in and sneak with your money, he left for 5 or 10 or 20 back then. That was a lot of money. That's church of chicken and McDonald's money. And you got some food. This dude come back home, he come back with no money. Talking about your job hunting. So baby was starting to pop up, and it wasn't by the unemployed man. It was by the neighbor, the dude around the corner. So Bankhead was known for having a lot of parties. We call them house parties, even though they was in apartments. Everybody go in there, stay out all night, get drunk. One thing about a Bankhead party, when the party ended at 12, 1 or 2 o'clock, if your mama was still around there playing spades around somebody else's house, you were still trying to get your little girlfriend in the back door up to your room. It's safe to say we were having sex a lot. And then by us being in the project, I don't know if y'all 2026 people gonna understand this. Condoms wasn't popular then. You have to go to back then they sold you condoms at the clinic. We was already on welfare. We didn't have no money to buy no damn condom. But anyway, but when claps and chlamydia and gonorrhea and syphilis and all that came when them boys came back from the military. When the guys came back from the military, probably, I'm just gonna throw a number out there. Say 19, whenever the wars and stuff was over, 79, 80, 81. A lot of guys came back from the military. They came back with claps and syphilis and stuff because they had been having sex with those Chinese and Korean over there. They came back home burning. So they started giving the girls in the community diseases and they started passing around. And next thing you know, people were going down to the clinic. That's how we found out Grady had a clinic across from Grady Hospital. Before the guys came back from the military, nobody, you could have sex with a girl, nobody was getting burnt. I'm saying it today. I always tell my nephew Rooster, you got to listen to me. You want to get some of these lessons by Atlanta. The guy from the military, they brought the chicken pox back and the measles back to Atlanta, and they brought back the gonorrhea and the syphilis. And then next thing you know, it started, going around Atlanta. I ain't saying they brought it straight to Bankhead too, because people came back from the military. They was allowed to get on a leasing department because they had been in the military, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because just because you had a baby, you couldn't get on the lease. Uh, you had to go hide on somebody's house in order for the girl to keep the apartment. So that's how that was. So uh, people were having babies, and the way the government had you scared to say you knew where your baby daddy was, you had to lie and say you didn't know where your baby daddy was to keep the apartment. So the government started all this mess. You probably really liked the man, but he didn't understand that he thought you were lying, probably saying, now go over your mama house and stay, because they're going to take the apartment if they find out you over him. But don't no man want to hear that. But that was the truth. So I went down there. I signed my first girl I got pregnant birth certificate. And they didn't want to get her no welfare after that. So she got mad and she really was trying to see what she was so mad at them. Like, damn, you shouldn't have signed the birth certificate. Because I was getting ready to go to college. They didn't want to give her nothing. They like, you got to get to work. So I had to drop out of college. That's when me and Manuel Thomas and God Scale got a job up on Food Industrial up there at Village Inn and Pizza. I had two jobs at Village Inn and at McDonald's, but they were paying $3.35 hours. It wasn't enough to take care of everybody on Pampers and milk. So 1985, that was 83. I had my baby. So I was still good at basketball. So we were shooting ball at the gym. I was still working. And a scout came up there. Monte came to Harper. He looked up at Harper. I don't know who told him to come to Bankhead Coach. A basketball scout from Myrontown, Tennessee came to Bankhead Coach. So he was looking for some tall guys. We had Big E, Jake, and Hawk. He came down there. He saw all of them. He said, ooh, I can win me a state championship with them, because all of them were pretty big and all of them were pretty good. All of them pretty good. He called them to the side, asked all of them that they want to go to college. Jake wanted to go to college. Big E didn't want to go to college. Hawk didn't want to go to college. Now, right today, I don't know why. They'll have to tell you why. But like I say, I don't tell these stories to try to put nobody down. Right today, they kids go ask them, they'll probably say, well, I don't know why he said that. You know what I'm saying? They'll have to explain why they didn't go to school. So the man said, well, who is that other little guy down there? Keep laughing and smiling with the ball. He look like he'll make a mean little point guard. So the way Bankhead Gym is, we had an upstairs, downstairs. You can look in the window from upstairs down there and see us playing. So they came in and got me, brought me up there, sat me in the office. This is Coach such. He from Myrontown, Tennessee. He said, hey, man, I like the way you play. You think you'll be interested in going to college? I'm saying, like, I ain't even play high school ball. How I'm going to go to college? I thought you had to play high school. He said, don't worry about that. He said, you good enough. I'm going to get you a scholarship. I said, well, I don't know how long it take. You know what I mean? He said, let's go over here and talk to your mama. If she said you can go, I come back in 2 weeks and get you. Mind you, my mama on welfare. I got 4 sisters. I think Breaker like a senior in high school. She tearing it up at West Pools. You know what I mean? I think she averaging 20 something. You know what I'm saying? So I think she like in the 11th grade. I think if I leave, she gonna be in 12th. Mind you, I practice with Break on that outdoor court just about every day right there. So I go there and talk to Mama. I say, Mama, it's a chance of lifetime. I can get out this ghetto, go to the NBA, get us out of here. Look at the little apartment, we stay in the ghetto, ain't nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? Little stepdad, I JT, you know what I'm saying? Hold it down, man. Hold these folks down until I get back, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to school, make something out myself. Go in my little room and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So the next day, JT go buy me a little suitcase. Pile up my little clothes, stuff, and now they start saving up the money to give me, you know what I mean? So I go down the street, you know what I'm saying? See cue ball, slip rock, you know what I'm saying? Tell them, hey, man, I'm gonna go to college, you know what I mean? For real, you know what I mean? Hey man, you don't need something out there to help you get through, you know what I mean? Give me, back then we had the weed in the big old yellow envelope, you know what I'm saying? He said, "Hell, flip this right here, you know what I'm saying? Your thing, man, give me a little 10 or 20. Back then, we sold it. No, money was stretched a long way then. You didn't have to get nobody no 4 and had no 9. Anything they gave you help. You still poor kids in the ghetto. So they give me a little something. So man, they had the smell like now everybody can smell it, you know what I mean? So I go in there and pack it in my socks, you know what I'm saying? So I get to the school, coach come and get me, you know what I'm saying? Hug all my sisters, you know what I'm saying? We crying and stuff. Everybody happy for me, you know what I'm saying? I go around there, give Big E dap, you know what I'm saying? Shake, go see Hawk. Man, I'm gone, man. I'm gonna do this for us, you know what I'm saying? I go out to Myertown, Tennessee. I ain't never been to college. I ain't never been out of Bankhead. I get there, we're in the mountains. They give me a room all the way down in the back. The light skinned dude named Maul, he from Louisville, Kentucky. That was my roommate. Put my stuff down and now sitting it down, you know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, freedom, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a nice, clean room, you know what I'm saying? Back then, college ain't like it here. Them girls and boys, like we in the all boys now, and them girls on the other side. But it's cold. It's my town, St. T. It's cold up there. So he be like, give me the rundown how it is. You know what I'm saying? We get up early in the morning, we get free breakfast. You know what I'm saying? We go to school. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go. You know what I'm saying? We got to go to basketball practice. But right now, it ain't basketball practice. With springtime, we're gonna work out, get in shape for basketball. You know what I mean? So that's what we start doing. Go to class, enroll and stuff. But at freshman week, and like the little TV show with Jasmine, the little light skinned girl used to play in where they had the game room at the college and stuff. We had one of them with the game room with the little man cook the food and stuff. At freshman week, they got the little frats out there doing the little steps and stuff, and the little all the little girls. That's where you go to the first party at and you meet your girlfriend and stuff like that. Freshman week in college, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never nothing about it. I looked up, didn't get no girlfriend. Everybody got a girlfriend now. Dang, it needs to happen. Of the dudes who played last year, they were laying around laying on the freshman girls. So they ended up with all the freshman girls. Me and Mark and all of them, like all the little new girls ended up with the dudes from last year because they already had rooms and money and cars and stuff. So they beat us out of our freshman girls. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. We stay one more year. We'll get the new girl for next year. You know what I mean? So we start going to practice and stuff. You know what I mean? So I call it home. Hey, send me a month, send me a 10, send me a 20. You know what I'm saying? Send me a month or back then you could send money in the mail too in the envelope. It changed then. They said you gotta start sending money in the mail. Mom and I'm sending me some, JT sending me some, you know what I'm saying? So I mess around and Every time we go down to the little game room, we buy a little hot wing, we shoot pool and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Have a little jukebox, we put quarter dimes in there, play the music, you know what I mean? So we kicking it in college. We go in the gym and we free play. Because at the time we ain't started basketball practice, but we going to the track, we running, we jogging, we going in the weight room, we lifting, we going on the Baja, which is the hill, we running the hill. So we working out, we trying to, when the practice start, we're gonna all be in shape. So I mess around and go in town. And the bankhead come out of me. Myertown, Tennessee. Every store I go in, they ain't got no cameras. They ain't got no security. What? Oh man, y'all got to be kidding me. Took me all the way back to me and my Crenshaw day. When you put the jacket on, because I got a bag around here. I always used to put like a little bag on my slip. And I put my jacket over. Oh, every store I went in, every time I picked up something, it went in the bag. I got back to the room. I got bologna. I got bread. I got MD 2020. I got Lightning Creek. I got mayonnaise. Anything you name, I done went in these folks. So I didn't buy nothing the rest of my freshman year. I didn't. I was loaded. So, and I went down town a little bit, seen a little country bar. I opened the door and went in there. They were playing music. Back then, Leonard Skinner, AC/DC, Phil Collins, all them folks was hot. You know what I mean? So I'm in country town anyways. I'm in there. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. I go in there, I look at me a few country white girls, you know what I'm saying? I said, I don't know if it's like Alabama, you go to white these old country white girls, so I just get in there. And back then they DJ with they had the 2 double cassette tape. So I go there to the little DJ man, just start talking. I'm a friendly little dude. Hey man, how about I come in here and help you DJ sometime? You know what I'm saying? He said, you got some cassettes? I said, yeah. Just so happened, me and the boy Crenshaw, right before I came to school, he had already stole. When they back then when you have to have a little briefcase, like a bee in the briefcase, it'd be full of nothing but cassette tapes. This boy that had nothing but all the white cassette tapes, and I had already brought them to school with me. I got Pink Floyd, Leonard Skinner, AC/DC, all the punk rock boys and everything. You know what I'm saying? Man, I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Man, so come back down here tomorrow. I came down there the next day. The white man let me DJ while he walked around the club kicking it. I'm putting them white CDs in, them white cassette tapes in there, and I knew the music, you know what I'm saying? I play them in the dorm and stuff. And so I end up getting a job down there. The man give me a little 40, 50, you know what I'm saying? So now I got a little pocket change, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm getting drunk on the MD 2020. Me and my roommate Mark, we flirting with the girl. Now we having our way with the women. I can get him 5 or 10 because he from Kentucky. He ain't hip to none of this stealing and drinking MD 2020, but he ride with me now. But he got a nice basketball game too. You know what I'm saying? And I had if anybody out here from Macon, I had a dude down there named Donnell Morrell. Like he was from Columbus, Georgia. We had another dude from Macon. He was good too. We had Sandy Anderson from Anderson, South Carolina. I had some good teammates could have went pro too. All of us stuck up there in that little college town. Y'all gonna have to forgive me, I done jumped all the way off subject because I was supposed to be talking about baby dads and I done jumped into something like when I went to college. But anyway. That just made me think. I think I left a baby up there in Myertown, Tennessee too. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you my life story while I'm on it. I started drinking real bad and basketball season came around. I got to cut this story short because I want to talk about why you can't find your dad in Atlanta. But while I was gone, my baby mama had done got 8 month, 9 month pregnant. You know, belly started to stick out. You know what I'm saying? Now she had the baby because when she got the child support level, they made me come back. That's what it was. She got pregnant at 83. Yeah, she had the baby. She kept pressuring me. I got to come back, take care of the baby. You know what I mean? Because they wouldn't give them welfare and all that. 'Cause I had signed the birth certificate. But I caught me a little white girlfriend down there. We always go to the football game over there in Myertown, Tennessee, White High School play. So, like I said, when football season started, I hadn't already just about turned to old bankhead drunk. I would go to the practices and be throwing up and falling out. You know what I'm saying? The coach keep saying, "What's wrong with you? What the hell going on?" You know what I'm saying? I'm on the MD 2020. Bad, like drunk could. But when we get to the gym, I show out on everybody. But when we have to go to work out and hit the track, I ain't no good. I like Charlie Perkins in the gym. Outside the gym, I ain't no good. You know what I mean? So I'm hustling weed, I'm DJing, and I'm stealing. I'm in Marvintown, Tennessee. I'm just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So finally, summertime came. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going in the story, kicking my little white girlfriend. Basketball season started. Let me see how I can tell this story, make it make sense. Basketball season started. He put me on the roster right before the season started. I throw up again on the track, drunk as a skunk. You know what I'm saying? One of the dudes tell you he been drinking. He drank a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we go play a game. We get our way to somewhere in South Carolina to play. They don't let me in the game. So I get that's a stubborn basketball player. I pout, mouth, you know what I'm saying? All the rest of the team make pout and stuff. You get back to the school, you know what I'm saying? The next day, I don't go to practice, you know what I'm saying? Coach come to the door and call me out. He said, "Hey, bro, gotta get your act together, man." He said, "You know, I came to the practice and got you. Y'all didn't have nothing. You came up here and started drinking." He said, "And you ain't passing on your class." I said, "Yeah, I passed all my classes except religion." I said, "I got an F in religion because I didn't like what the preacher was, what he was saying. Like he was trying to make me believe what he was saying. I'm from the ghetto. And that's what resonating with me. You know what I'm saying? You keep trying to tell me, you know what I'm saying, with a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm right in the middle of it. You know what I mean? I can't see that far. I'm in the heart of Bankhead Court where it's rough at. I could have left 4 girls at home, you know what I'm saying? Out there in that jungle while I'm up in this school trying to struggle, stealing, hustling, selling weed, trying to make their basketball team so I can go to the pro. I wasn't trying to hear what he was trying to say. That was I was fighting that demon like I left them 4 girls at home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no good report. Is how I called up. They saying Breaker got a boyfriend though. A boyfriend. She had now when I left. Saint had now when I left. Cat had one. She was my older sister. That what it was when I went to college, y'all. But anyway, so after that, I wasn't kicked out of school. I just didn't make the basketball team. Summertime came, grades I just had flunk release and something. Go home for the summer, get myself together, come back. Come home for summer, 1985. My boy Manuel Thomas was enrolled over at Myra Brown. He said, "Hey man, won't you just come over here and enroll at Myra Brown? Then you can play for Myra Brown. You can play at home." I went back to Bankhead, got my room back there. Like I say, I don't even want to tell you this part. Shank gone with Lud, Breaker gone with Kozak. And we're gonna leave it at that. We ain't gonna worry about Breaker and Shank, both of them shoot basketball. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna talk about me. So, like I said, my mama was still getting food stamp. I already learned the game. So we had a rolling truck now at the bottom of the hill. Uh, you can go down there and trade the food stamps in for cash. I used to go down there and trade the food stamp in for cash. I don't want to say the word on him. Buy me the smoking stuff. Sell the smoke stuff. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I went over there and enrolled at Myra Brown. I hadn't even told Myra Town, Tennessee, I'm gonna enroll at Myra Brown in the summer. Get my grade caught up. So when I enrolled at Myra Brown, boom, I started bringing the weed from Bankhead over to Myra Brown. I'm the classmates. You know what I'm saying? So one day at Myra Brown, I go out by the Burger King and get something to eat. I see a long line. What y'all these folks in that line for? The boy Terry White from John Hope got it sold up over there with the $90 gram. I ain't gonna get into that story no more. But anyway, that's how I started hustling. I started getting some of that line. But anyway, we're gonna get back to why you can't find your daddy in Atlanta. So after that, 85, everybody in Atlanta started hustling powder. Then they started selling rocks. Then Freaknik came. Freaknik was so popular, we were buying all kind of cars. I had a convertible then and a Seville. Freaknik was so popular, you could park your car at Mosley Park and stay there all night, throw your blanket on the ground, and you could have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Or Maddox Park, Road Park, wherever you get stuck at, you stuck in traffic. You know what I'm saying? You can call some of your homeboys. They could be like, if I was at Mosley Park, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm right over here by the gas station. Well, bring me some beer and some weed and you know what I'm saying? I'm stuck right here. I can't get by." You know what I'm saying? They might be on the street where they can still get on the expressway. You know what I'm saying? That's just how Freaknik was. You could have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, we got these nicknames. You know what I'm saying? We was somewhere being with women. Hey, my name Doughboy. My name Fish. My name Pimp. My name, you know what I'm saying? And you know, these little girl, her name Cat, her name Poochie, my name Dee Dee, you know what I'm saying? And after it was over, we got back to our neighborhood with our little girlfriend. We didn't remember that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go looking for people, you know what I'm saying? So like me, you know what I'm saying? For example, I go to Kimberly Court or Pool Creek or Jonesboro South or the North, you know what I'm saying? I try to make sure that convertible up and down, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? There wasn't nothing in Atlanta to pull up in Capitol Home, riding, cruising, and pool once, you know what I'm saying? Like, no last name. Don't know your mom and your dad. Don't know nothing. Let's go get a room. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the club for the night or something. You know what I'm saying? And come back. And back then, we didn't try to keep up with each other. We didn't try to go with each other. So Atlanta was real bad, man. The elephant in the room, man. You know, a lot of folks ain't gonna never be able to find their baby daddy. You know what I mean? If some people might look on him on YouTube and be like, damn, that look like Buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some people might go to the gas station, see a dude who on dope and be like, dang, it look like he used to be my baby dad. But now you don't want to admit it. You know what I'm saying? And girls who done got married and got out the street, they not gonna, you know what I'm saying? A girl who used to be a prostitute when she was little and she got pregnant by a John, how you gonna tell your daughter today, like, who, you know what I'm saying? Like, this just the elephant in the room. A lot of people in Atlanta ain't gonna never know who their baby dad is. You know what I'm saying? And these children ain't gonna never be able to find their daddy. So if y'all listening, don't take it the wrong way. Atlanta was just fast. It was fun. We have made a whole lot of mistakes. I'm gonna apologize for me. I'm gonna apologize for all my homeboys. I'm gonna apologize for all the young ladies in Atlanta. That was fun and was making the same mistake we were making. You know what I'm saying? We want to apologize to all y'all young ladies and young men who we have misled. You know, you know, we were living and having fun, and I wish the government wouldn't right today force us to not be in the house with our baby mamas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go to Allen Temple right now. Not that I want them to stand out there and sell weed and kick the bobo, but the real baby daddy need to be in the house. You know what I'm saying? Because once you force the real baby dad out, some other dude, he'll be glad to come in there every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Till she say, "Oh, they come and do inspection this week," and he'll hang out in the apartment for about 2 or 3 weeks, sleep in the car, and come back. It's just a different ball game now. You know what I'm saying? Dudes will hang out in them projects for 2 weeks, and you keep them out the inspection folks on their way. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Trace? You know you're a legend in this city, right? I did that. You know what I'm saying? I just like to get on here and tell these old bankhead stories. But I was just speaking on why a lot of folks will never be able to find they uh baby daddy. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna tell the story why y'all here, Tracy. I'm gonna try not to call no name, but if you don't heard this story before, just laugh with me. So I got a homeboy. I might shouldn't have said homeboy, but he went and got a room up on Food Industrial, him and a little good one time. But before he went up there, he switched cars with somebody else. So he went in another car. It was old lady stayed together. She went to the hotel room with a dude. You know what I'm saying? They get to the hotel room, I guess, I don't know, both of them were coming out the next morning, at what, 11 o'clock when you have to come out. When both of them come out, one of them was on this side and one of them was on this side. When they come out from across the hall, they looked at each other dead in the face. That's just how small Atlanta was, man. Everybody was creeping back when them hotel room was $25. Man, you can go up on Food and Industrial, get you a room for $25, man. Motherfucker wouldn't go home, man. We stayed in the project. Man, everybody in the project, man, that little room up there on Food and Industrial right across from Club Wax, man, right up there, man. Everybody had a room, the one with the swimming pool. Man, fuck $199 a week, man. $25 a day with that air conditioning. Oh man, we were getting dropped off up there, man. Just drop me off up here. Just drop me off up here. Man, you catch you a shout and just give her the key to the room. Go on up there to the room. I'll be up there later. Yeah, them room high now, but back then, man, you just get somebody to drop you off and she drop you off at the room. That up down the hill down about whack, way up in the air. Man, we played up in them places, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, hotel room used to be the move back then. Summertime, oh man, we want to stay in them hot projects. Go down there and sell some sacks, and next thing you know, we going to a room. Going to a room, man. Hey, baby, watch. Let's go get us a room, man. Hey, Drew, let's go get us a room, man. Oh, it said 50%. Well, it said 50% of y'all in my live not follow. Y'all got to follow me, man. You got to go on my YouTube page, man, and go to Rocks Bankhead TV, man, and try to subscribe. It's free. It's free. You got to go in here in the chat and comment and stuff, man. What's up? That girl Trace on her. You want to go live with me, Trace, so we can talk about that living room lounge or what? What's happening? Let's get it popping. Oh, wait a minute. Now, I ain't seen no comment. Let me see. It said Duke joined the live. I ain't seen nobody comment. It's a I ain't seen nobody comment, but Duke. Wait a minute. I ain't see now. Comment on now. It said 4 new messages. How you see them? It said I've been listening the whole time. It was coming. It was a good story. Hey, plus like I'm really just I need an editor, like somebody who really yeah, I jumped off the story. You supposed to come in and say you done jumped off the story. I supposed been talking about reason why people couldn't find the dead. And I went into like when I went to college and stuff, I really wanted to get into, but I didn't want to jump over into when I went to Myra Brown. That's how I ended up. I got well, see that what I'm saying? I don't know if I got kicked out of school, dropped out of school, because I wasn't in bad grades and stuff. I still had the grade to go from the school in Tennessee to the school in Atlanta. But I was gonna get into like when I got over to Myers Brown, by me being in Atlanta, I was hustling. I ended up buying me a car, and I got that my first big cell phone. You remember when the guys first got that big ass cell phone that came in that sack? I had that big ass cell phone over at Myers Brown. Hell, I couldn't concentrate on none of my class work because I be sitting back there in the class and I just wanted to impress everybody. I had that big ass cell phone. That's it was in a big old sack, bigger than a computer bag. You know what I'm saying? I said, they're going to see this big old phone when I come in here. And a lot of folk don't believe like we used to cook our dope up. When I first learned about crack, we used to cook the dope up over at Myra Brown in the science class because the little dude from New York and Jersey, they already know how to cook the dope up because they was already cooking dope up north before crack had even got down, huh? You did. Thank you too. Thank you for comment too. But you just gotta help me get good at this so we can start our own show. You know I really need you to get with me on this. Uh plus look, what you think about this shirt right now? I call this my uncle them line. You know, when the young girl be like, go ahead on with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it said, she said, come on with it, Unc. So she had an old dude trying to talk to her. And she said, this the Unc them. And he said, I put a photo in your pocket. She said, come on with it, Unc. But I got another with a line on there. You see, I got the all bank head. You know what I mean? And this one right here is when I was telling our life story. That me and Big E when we first started. Plus, I got Bankhead, Harry Home, Thomasville. I got all the hoods, but I be trying to do everything by myself. You know what I mean? Like I don't. It seems like the more you try to do, like the people who grow up with you, they pull away from you instead of pulling. It's funny. You got a party for me. I got a whole business proposal for you. I'm gonna let you sign the business over. We're gonna go 50-50. Yeah, I believe that. And my book I wrote is on Amazon Kindle. I got to get. See, I ain't really, like I said, I dropped out of college. I ain't really that good with this computer. They call they finally ended slavery. I did the ebook, and then I tried to go back and do my hard copy. See how I have to put these glasses on. See how little my eyes is. If I was start trying to write on my book now, I get frustrated because my eyes too little and I type too slow. And what I be thinking, see, I got this microphone. I had a little noise every day. He came on here one time. He the only one tried to come on here and help me hook up some of this stuff and get my little stuff going. But I need to be able to talk into this mic and let it record it, and then it do the book for me. So I won't have to be sitting here trying to type all my, because I talk faster than I type, if that makes sense. Because I be trying to, like I did, I told how, in my book, I tell how they freed my granddaddy from slavery. But he had been a slave so long to, well, I done had like 3 or 4 people. Again, when I get somebody to try to help me, I paid 2 people to help me write the book. It's like they were trying to, if this makes sense, they were trying to change so much in the book till it almost like it was their book. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. And I kept trying to tell somebody like like you were just trying to be way too slick. You know what I'm saying? Like one girl told me she was writing the book. I was paying her. Then when it was over with, she was like, "Oh, I had got somebody else to do it." So you gave my work to somebody else, and all the time I thought you had it. Like, come on, man. I got one right now called Cat Eyes. I just really need to publish it. You know what I'm saying? I be telling people that, and I be paying. Listen, I done paid. That's just like I said when I'm finna sell my van and my box truck. I don't want to pay a mechanic, nothing else. I said, I'm tired of y'all. I don't want no kind of business where somebody got to slick me out of something. I want to sell the merchandise and be through with it. I don't want no mechanic have to lie to me and be like, yeah, you owe for this, you owe for that. I don't want no insurance company to have to lie for me. Yeah, your insurance. I need to just be in a business where ain't nobody getting over me. I need to sell some merchandise and buy some land. Sell some merchandise, buy some land, put some on the land that we all could benefit off of. Other than that, we wasting our time out here because they pushing us out. You know what I'm saying? They pushing the men in the prison. And then when the men get out of prison, instead of helping build something, they gonna want to take. You know what I mean? And yeah, the other day I did a story about like if a dude's getting out of prison and stuff, and they spreading some, should we talk about it? Should we tell folk like the experience I seen, like all y'all beautiful women and men out here, if these men getting out of prison, I'm gonna tell you this story again because I always want somebody to know this right here. And what year that was? Not 1998. 1987. 1988. Show you how long they've been going on. Down in Jackson, Georgia, they had a dorm called C Dorm. Listen to it right here. 1987, y'all. Listen at this. C Dorm. When we got to prison, it was a dude uh in Jackson from every projects in Atlanta, every back street. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that hustles. You name a street, Allenville, Martin Luther King, Boat Rock, King Ridge, every project with 28 of them. It was one of us from every area of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, down there. It was crackheads and drug dealers. But they had a dorm called C Dorm, right? Everybody in C Dorm was HIV positive. They passed a law while we were down there saying that they could not put all of them in C Dorm no more because it was letting the rest of the prisoners know who all was positive and people would call home telling folk, "Oh, what's the name from what's the name? What's the name from what's the name over there? What's the name from what's the?" So they passed a law that you couldn't know who was positive. So they let the people come back to Atlanta and they'll tear Atlanta up. And now every time you look at the news, they be saying we got a high ass HIV rate. But God damn it, you think they meant for it to happen? Because every time you look at the news, they show somebody getting arrested for some drugs, but you scared to show who got HIV? How the hell do that make sense? I'll wait. I'll wait. Somebody type in the comment and tell me that makes sense. Somebody get locked up for some drugs. They're gonna be saying, "Oh, freckle face son just got locked up for some drugs." They're gonna put his face on the news. But a man walking around here shooting HIV in 2 and 3, 4 different women, and you say, "Oh, you got to keep that a secret." Uh, Everybody got a podcast talking about who's sniffing. You going around getting people records. You paying folk to get people records. You ain't gonna pay to get them HIV records. It'll save a lot of lives. Promise it will. Black lives matter. Yep. I done lived a good life. I ain't chasing nothing no more. But to leave something, some crumbs with somebody, some knowledge with somebody. I just lost 2 sons to the chain gang. They ain't want to listen to nothing. They want to be in chain gang bad. You can't tell me mine didn't want to be in the bad. They want to be in the bad. They call me lame, old, stupid. You don't know what you're talking about no more. You know what I mean? They ran to the chain gang. Yeah, ran to the chain gang. And my favorite line, you left me and all your daughters out here fending for ourselves. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. I hope I didn't say nothing. I wasn't doing no cursing and stuff. I know that, you know what I mean? I try not to curse, but they're like, what the hell? I just know, like, when I be on these, I know when I be on here and I be telling the truth. Like when I say something about, oh, they'll say something about a drug case, but they won't say nothing about HIV. One thing about the app, they be like, we ain't gonna let you tell the truth on nothing like that. They will try to be like a detective. You know what I'm saying? Like he's telling the truth. We ain't gonna let that get by. See what I'm saying? You said the white man, so it says some comments in their live were filtered to protect the community's experience. So that means I got to write down everything I say in this live is for entertainment purposes only, right? I already done said that, but listen, they always do that though. You get on here and you know, you try to talk like, you know what I mean? Oh, what I do? Oh yeah, I messed up. I made a mistake and went somewhere. Uh-oh. Thank you to knock me out 'cause I was talking too much. Hmm. Is I'm back on there, y'all? Anybody got baby, where you at, boy? You just not getting on here. Oh, I wish it'd let you baby, you probably have to get on YouTube so I can bring you on here because unable they can't join your broadcast at this time. I don't know what I done did on him, you know what I'm saying? Baby, I just told, ooh, you just missed a whole lot of it. I was just kicking. I hope you was in that truck riding somewhere. Gina, you both been getting your daughter to write my book long time ago. You be on there, and you always driving truck one day doing hair. You don't let that damn snake scare you to death. Ever since you, what's in my nose? Oh, I gotta get that hair out of. I ain't got no book or nothing now. That one thing about it now, I got to think that they be always saying that word. Get them damn white gray hairs out my nose. Ain't none of them a nose like nasty or nothing. Live in 4 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna have to come back on TikTok, y'all. Hold up, baby, because they ended my live on that one. I'll be right back. And oh yeah. Hey, let me start this one over with y'all, cause they end them after 5 minutes. I'm gonna come right back on.